It's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Here's Nico Horner. In there for strike one. That's a slider for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And that one popped in the air, left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Carson Kelly stands in now and watches strike one. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. Slider misses outside. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We'll move on the north side of Chicago. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set for the start of the inning. Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers. Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. He's 0 for 1. Bunting for a hit. Horner flips it, but it's not in time. Base hit.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Garcia at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Young over at first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
Man at second. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in, and that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. Just missed. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Dansby Swanson, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to fit.
Runner on the go. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Ian Happ. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That one ripped but foul.
Outside.
And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. So digging in, Michael Busch. Golden opportunity right here. And that one upstairs, ball one.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Fastball for a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Now pitching for the
Max Kranick, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
The Cubs. Looking to strike first here in the last half of the third. That
Ball
misses. 3-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Here's the 0-2. In there! Got him looking for the K. And that is a big first out.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now Seiya Suzuki. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Here's the throw. Safe at the plate. It's 2-zip.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside. Get that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And the 1-0. Curveball drops in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. But it's just foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
All loaded up here in the second game of the series. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. Checks his swing.
Did he
now
swing?
appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. Happ comes around and he scores. And they take a 3-run lead. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. 2 aboard, 2 outs.
Ball 1.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. The other way. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Ball 2.
First and second, 2 down. Good
Ball
eye right
inside.
there. Moises Ballesteros on deck for the Cubs. And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Ballesteros up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. In the air, right field. Cruz going back on this one. He's got it. and that'll end the inning. On to the fourth. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, James Wood.
Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one not close. Full count now. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Lyle stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong has a beat on it. Out number 2. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but
Ball 3.
It should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And the 3-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That's a good
Ball
at bat
4,
right
inside.
there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Up next for
And
the
now
Nationals,
it's Keibert
the catcher,
Ruiz.
Keibert
Worked a walk in his first
Ruiz.
trip to the plate. And a big swing and a miss. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch in for a strike.
No,
Throw.
he's
Save.
in there.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. Man,
And that is that. So 1 left for Washington. Back here at Wrigley Field, Swanson digs in.
These Cubs putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Ball 2.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Here's the 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. There's a line drive to left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Happ, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-1 now. On the ground.
That's foul.
And a foul ball. Happ stands at first with 1 out. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Rolled over to third. Off balance feed. There's one. On to first.
No, he's in there. Safe.
So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki.
Ball, no.
The Cubbies trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball 2.
Now 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing